but we are handing over to Tanya and the world champion Magnus Carlsen. Magnus, congratulations.
Sorry, was that for me?
Yeah, are you there?
Oh, sure. Yeah, thank you very much. I didn't hear the first part, but the congratulations I'll take.
That was pretty much it. We're handing over to Tanya to ask you all the tough questions.
Congrats, Magnus. I think the first question has to be just trying to get what's on everyone's mind out of the way. First round matchup against Anish Giri, rigged or coincidence?
I'm not part of the process, so I don't know. You'll have to ask whoever is responsible for making the pairings.
All right, so still no confirmation or denial on that. Today went pretty much according to plan. 2 wins, very convincing wins with the white pieces and no problems with the black pieces.
Yeah. I felt in the second game he went wrong pretty early on, and although I missed something very simple there, obviously later on, I think it was a decent win. And the third game, I felt as though he played like he was in a must-draw situation, the way that he played, because he didn't really try very much. And then in the fourth game, he gave it an honest try, but I think my position was always too solid there.
The second game, the win that you're talking about with Rokeche, did you see it instantly after missing it, or was it only, did you realize it after the game was over?
No, somebody told me after the game. So no, I had the feeling like there are some tactics, but somehow I was only looking at Bishop G7. So that's more than a little embarrassing, of course, but at this point, I don't care, and I still feel like it was a decent game.
Absolutely, and it was already, like you said, the kind of position that wouldn't have too much of a weightage on the outcome of it. But even the opening in this game, Magnus, where you went G4 and caught Anish off guard, and he sort of never came out of it. Is this this was prep? Tell us a little bit about this opening.
It's basically about checking G4 in every single line, no? So yeah, I mean it's not ridiculous, I think. And one thing I will say though is I'm pretty sure he needs to go H5 after G5. And in general, that inclusion is a good one for me, but HG, H4, I'm already a lot better.
So does prep these days just involve checking for G4 and H4 the moment your opponent castles?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right, and then game 4 was also extremely convincing. I mean, 3-1 is a very convincing result, but just the quality of the games were also great. And happy with the way the fourth game went?
Yeah. So I'd made a point of actually telling people that I'm not very comfortable in these positions as white, so I'm not surprised he went for it himself. But I think he messed it up pretty early. He messed it up pretty early on, sort of mixing up some plans, and then when he went A4, obviously that was just a blunder. And even though, like, you could see a scenario where he has some compensation for the pawn after what happens, but I just tried to play it really, really slowly and take no risks, and always keeping in mind that the draw is okay. To give an example, let's move to move 36 after I went bishop f1. So normally you wouldn't play this move, right? Because black can take on e4. But in this particular match situation, I just thought I'll take it. and then go rook e3, forcing more exchanges. For instance, rook d4, knight d4, bishop c5, knight f5, and this is like the definition of playing for true results. So overall, yeah, I think it was decent enough.
Yes, well, congratulations on that win. And now I have to ask you that we have gotten some news that you're actually playing these games from a boat. Are you on a boat?
Yeah, I'm on a boat. Let's see. Yeah.
So what is it? Is it like you're on a holiday, you're not allowed to tell? Is it some undisclosed location? Are you in hiding? What's going on?
All of the above.
All right. And
But I'm going back on Thursday, so from round 3 on, I'll play from home.
it doesn't bother you that you might have like internet problems and internet connection issues or anything?
No, it's been working perfectly. So
Okay.
I hope it's gonna work well tomorrow as well.
All right, Magnus, my
Yeah,
last
by the way,
question.
did
Yeah.
Chucky actually win with the King's Gambit?
Yes,
That's awesome.
that happened.
That's my boy.
So we're going to be starting that Armageddon soon. But before you go, one last big question, which is on everybody's mind as well, is that this is going to be tricky, but there's been a sort of a shift of tone of what's going on in Twitter between you and Anish. Can you just throw some light on what that's about, and if everything's fine with the bromance, or things have gotten a bit tricky there?
Okay, so I'll make a few points. If he indeed feels offended by something, then you know that wasn't supposed to happen. It was always friendly banter to me. I do take pretty serious exception to the notion that that there is a PR campaign against him, because well, Team Magnus sees him as a serious threat. If he does believe so, well, I don't know. If it's banter, then it's okay, and it's just a little bit above my head. And if he does believe it, that sounds, more on the delusional side to me. But I don't know.
All right, well, we can only hope that you guys figure it out, because we love the banter, and it's always fun to see it, as long as it's light and, like you said, not negative. Congratulations, Magnus. One more thing before you go. You've already qualified for the finals. Still motivated? The motivation is still the same to win this event, or taking it a little easy?
We'll see.
We'll
But
see.
I mean, any event I'm playing to win, and this was an excellent start. So I'm just hoping to get some legendary games going in the next few days.
Absolutely. We will see, and congratulations. And we're about to kick off the Armageddon soon. So Jan and Rustam will be back taking it on from there. Thanks, Magnus, and all the best for the next round.